Howdy, howdy, people. Looking for the first full Kansas Speedway race on the broadcast last time. It took a dookie due to crappy internet. But we're here. We are ready to go. And look at these guys side by side, battling it out down the back straightaway. Could we see an upset winner like we did yesterday in Kansas, IRL? And will we see a car sideways on the wall? Probably not. Here's Mitchell Sundstrom. It is not. This is the one race that was not sponsored. We had missed one sponsor, and it was this race. And if it was sponsored, Cliff didn't ever send me a thing, so. But I think this is the one race that did not get sponsored. Well, it depends on when you did it, because Cliff never sent me anything about it. You have to DM Cliff about that one. I have no part to do with the sponsors. I just put it up on the screen with the logo he sent me. Oh, what the heck? Oh boy. Uh-oh. Oh boy. And there's Travis in the hall. I feel like I got his D's. Uh-oh. Oh. Oh, man. I think Kyle forgot to put his playoff there. I meant to pull up the flipping thingy because I don't know all the who's in the playoffs. It's like no one has their playoff banner. Let's go up on my main monitor. But why does it do that? Just, you know which one I use. Literally the numbers. Okay. I do not want to have to use that. I have to. There's Timothy Rainey Lewis, last week's winner. There's Kyle Hayne. And man, it is still yet to win. But Timothy Ray Lewis saves that. He's gonna come to a stop. This isn't so tricky. I don't even know what the track conditions are. I didn't even look in here. I just came in and plopped up everything needed for this. I don't know why Kyle's number is all dark. Barely tell that's an 86. I've never ran here. Maybe in a hosted once. Maybe I ran here, but I don't remember running here. No one really runs Kansas in hosteds anymore. Oh, I know one time I did around this track. It was... Okay, maybe I test drove it. I test drove Arca here. It was like closer to like being nighttime. Dude, my whole Discord is so laggy. I have to change it, the name, after the broadcast is over. Cliff's got to send me the logo and I'll have to... I might just make it the image file thingy. And I'll just... I deleted that actually. But I can make a new one, just plop the image up there. Or I can just not be lazy and just import it in my SDK over there. Now I gotta wait for Cliff to make the logo real quick. Usually that means ChatGPT. Which I actually used today though. In math class. ChatGPT has the answers to literally everything. Oh, and there goes Kyle Lane. Oh, wow. Let's hope this week I can get through the boogity 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 without me saying, oh my god. There's Kyle Purcell, fastest car on the track. And he's in the wall again. Oh, I forgot who won last week. I want to say it was Kyle or Sean, which I think it's Sean. Actually, no, it was Kyle because Kyle got wrecked and then he came back and won. I truly thought it was with the Chat GPT a little bit real quick. Yeah, I think Sean won last week. If I remember. Past week has been so busy. I should still be able to shoot the bad charge. I don't need this. I don't know why I went with it like that. '57 Lucas Martin. There's the 18 of Preston O'Brien. Had his best career finish last week. Finished third. There's Kyle Hayne. 16th fastest car on the track. I never joined VC. I'm in the channel now. Let's get it. Okay, I think I'm semi-ready. I'll be ready once Cliff sends me that image. Hayne and Martin side by side. They were 3 and 4. Some debris not slowing Lucas Martin down at all. Ooh, they touch. Hayne still got on the low side. And Hayne blinks out. Oh, that was about dead though. Oh, they touch. I've never seen teammates battle this hard. Hayne with the crossover. Martin trying to side draft. Davis Brown right behind them. Side by side, Hayne and Martin still. Here comes Davis. When I said Davis, I immediately started picturing Alabama Auburn. 109-yard kick 6. Sorry, Cliff, if you're watching this or end up watching this back. There goes Davis. Papa's gonna win the football game. Three wide. For 3 and 4. Davis clears them all. There's Green in the mix. Holy moly, Green is flying. There's Hayne falling back. Into the wall, a couple of them. Slows him down. Here comes Kyle and Kyle. The best of the best get to race in this series. Which majority of these guys have proven that they belong in the Cup Series. Oh! Martin takes out his teammate. But they both save it. Oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man. If I was Kyle's spotter right there, I'd have been like, oh crap, oh crap, oh crap, oh crap. Oh! Now he did that. Okay. I kind of hope Keith was watching that. Oh, wow. More intentionally, right? Drivers meeting. It's coming up, I think. Yeah. Now we'll wait patiently for those drivers meeting to be able to. I think that's how the Cup Series has it. I can look real quick. No, it's not. So I was right technically the first time. I know there was like an occasion where they did do that though. There's Travis Griffin on the high side. There's James Morvant. Green into the wall. Morvant making his first Cup Series appearance since I think Daytona. But he's here. And he's ready to go racing side by side there with Christopher Green. Two guys in the top 10 and they touch. Oh my goodness. Green, I think he did that by himself. Jesus. Oh my God. Here we go. Alright, I gotta make a quick pit stop. So, I gotta scroll down here. I'm not gonna broadcast for a second. Just, give me a second. Oh my gosh. Checkered flag in practice. Apply. Okay. Logos. Show. There we go. Scale change. After broadcast. There we go. We got it now. All is good. Yeah, this was such a catchy name, too. Not So Hollywood Casino. First laps coming in. There's Anthony Alex for velocity. Let's get this ready. Desmond Hayne. That's Kyle Hayne. I'll still probably end up calling him Kyle until I get used to the Desmond part. Because I'm so used to saying his actual name. So his teammate still on pole. There's Nick Norris. Getting ready to set his first lap time. Nick is in the playoffs. He just doesn't have the banner right now. Anthony Alex slides down the back straightaway. Going Haas. And he does not set a lap. There's Lucas Martin trying to get up relatively close to his teammate. Last lap does not change for him. Lucas Martin won this race in ARCA many moons ago. Now Brian Troy, a not so good qualifying run, comes to a stop. There's Grant McDonald. Did not set a last lap. Grant looking to set a fast lap. Grant sets the third fastest lap. Jesus. And there's Mitchell Sundstrom. I have some big news sometime this week. There's Sean Purcell entering the race now. I'll share it in a GFI like post on the YouTube channel. There's a post section where I can like type out, post a picture of like the post. So I might post that there. There's Sean Still trying to set his first lap time. See how the high side works for Sean. Sean does not set a good lap. Ouch. Barely inside the top 20. That puts him top 15. He slides to a halt on the back straightaway. Is that the Rizzler? That's either the Rizzler or Bobby Riz. One of the two. But I think that's the Rizzler. Unless I'm just stupid and that's really him. Honestly, that literally looks a lot like the Rizzler. That's precedent. I don't know why he's not deemed the Rizzler. Taking a look at the grid results. Kyle Purcell, Mitchell Sundstrom, Grant McDonald, Anthony Alex, James Morvins, Lucas Martin, Davis Brown, Cohen Haas, Stephen Gilbert, Preston O'Brien, Travis Griffin, Desmond Hayne, Timothy Rainey Lewis, Dalton Cleveland, Sean Purcell, Tyler Ottery, Nick Norris, Zach Bardo, aka tonight's sponsor. Then we have Christopher Green, Josh Martin, Brian Troy, Phil Loon, Trenton Brown, Eugene Richard, and Cliff Chanel. I think that is everybody. Which, yes, it is. So that rounds out the field of 25 drivers. Okay, why is my Discord leaking? People are going live left and right, man. Holy jeez. Waiting on a couple people to grid here. 134 laps of racing. At a somewhat tricky racetrack, but not as tricky as Darlington, reminder. Now the gridding is happening. Want to get ready for the formation lap here in the GFI Cup Series at Kansas Speedway. I don't know if Cliff's starting from the pits or what he's doing, but he has no data reported at all. So Kyle Purcell to lead the, I must have checkered flag, green flag here at the Bart Flanagan Tree Service 200. Now as we get ready to go green here at Kansas Speedway, Kyle Purcell to take us away. Green flag, we are racing at Kansas. Boogity, boogity, boogity. Let's go cut some trees down, boys and girls. A little late on that, but oh well. Kyle Purcell already pulling out to a decent-sized lead on Grant McDonald. But he hits a wall. They're wrecking everywhere. They're wrecking everywhere. Caution comes out. Travis Griffin is one of them and are involved. And a caution comes out lap 1. Back-to-back races where there's lap 1 caution. Uh-oh. Let's take a look what happened on that, honestly. So, wall tap, slows the outside down. Lucas Martin gets into Steven, but that's not even when the caution came out. Interesting. So many options tonight. I guess we'll start with Cohen. Howdy, Cohen.
Yellow.
How's it going?
Hey, it's all good, man. Happy to qualify up near the front tonight.
What did you say is the biggest concern right now? Especially with the lap 1 caution.
Definitely how tight the car will get. I don't think grip's really that big of an issue. It's more or less your car's, especially in dirty air, the car's really tight. Preferably you want to start in a high line. I mean, low line, I'd say you can run that 3 and 4 just fine, but you know, you can really floor through there if you get enough entrance.
What is the biggest piece of strategy that we're looking out for tonight?
I'd say pit strategy. I think pits is going to probably be very important. Tires are going to be a very big concern. I ran practice about 10 laps. No, less than 10. I don't know how many laps, but in very few laps, your tire will go from 100 to like 80%. Yeah, it's tires are really weird here. However, I qualify good. I'm not complaining. I'll see what I can do with the position.
Without there being dirty air, how big of a momentum Swift can you get? Or at least do you think you can get?
I don't think I've really been able to test that yet. We haven't really gotten any race laps in before that caution was thrown out. I'm sure there's an impact there. I noticed it. I couldn't floor it as much so that turn 1 and 2 as I'd like to. I slightly tapped the wall, but the car's gonna be fine. Excited to see what I can do with it.
Well, Cohen, thank you for your time, and do you have anything else you'd like to say real quick?
Let's just have a good race. All right, thanks for having me in the booth.
Yeah, of course, brother. Good luck out there.
Thank you.
Cohen Haas. As we get ready to go green. Again. Yes, I'll change the name before stream or after stream. I made that oopsie. So Kyle Purcell still in the lead. Grant McDonald in second. The green flag looking to come back out. Green flag as we resume racing here at Kansas. Maybe we can get more than one lap in on a restart. Kyle Purcell out to a decent lead already. Oh, and there goes Grant McDonald. Gets clipped by someone. Now he's going to try to slow it down to not bring out a caution. Goes from second to 24th on the tower. Not so swift. Couple guys go into the wall. Timothy Rainey Lewis and Tyler Autry make a bit of contact down the back straightaway. Now these guys side by side. There's Cohen Haas, the man we just interviewed. Tyler Autry trying to get a little bit of momentum on the outside. Preferred line is outside, at least in 1 and 2. Timothy Rainey Lewis on that high side. This guy cannot get sandwiched. Oh boy. Here goes Cohen coming in hot. Talk about saving tires. Here he comes, just slinging it in there. Chase Elliott style on the last lap, coming to the checkered flag. Just making moves like it's nothing. There's Timothy Rainey Lewis up top. There's Davis Brown. A lot of the field makes position changes. Let's take a look at the gain position so far. Sean Purcell already up 12 positions from where he started. So that's already a spectacular job by Sean's twin brother. Three wide. Hold on. Hold your horses, ladies and gentlemen. Couple guys on the wall. What is this, Darlington? What is happening? And there's Cohen sliding up just a tiny bit, giving Nick Norris some room on the bottom. Now they're side by side. I don't know how they not make contact right there. Cliff, I think, is a couple laps down. Ready to go out now. Cliff Chanel's out there. He's just 10 laps down. Welcome, welcome, Cliff. There's Zach Bardo. Oh, and Cohen and him both smacked the wall hard. And Cohen's going to slide back up. No problem. Cohen going to block green on that low side. Cohen goes up and blocks Zach now. Cohen in control of these two cars behind him right now. These two side by side still having themselves a day. Oh, and there they go. There goes Zach. Oh my God. Caution's out. It didn't even really show the crash, but that sure does save. We're at McDonald's butt. That helps Cliff a lot. See if it'll let me even view this caution. Which it does not. Howdy, howdy, James.
Oh, hello.
So, how's it feel being back in the Cup Series?
Um, it's a bit surprising actually. This track doesn't drive at all how it drove in A6, so this is a little learning experience for me right now.
What's something you're most excited about right now?
Honestly, I'm excited to save tires. Yeah, that's my number one goal right now.
Honestly, that is so respectable.
We only get 3 sets, so try not to burn them up at all.
Well, we last saw you at Daytona. How have things been for you outside of, racing?
Um, it's been It's been getting better. Recently graduated, so that's been a plus.
That's awesome, man. Currently in the lead. How are you feeling being in the lead right now?
Oh, it's amazing. It's gonna be amazing. Clean air will be a lot better than sitting behind. Was it Kyle? Was it Kyle who was leading?
Yes.
Yeah, it'll be a lot better in clean air.
How long do you think you can, control the field for?
Um, really depends when I pit, but if we go green until like maybe lap 35, I think. I got about 20 laps of fuel here, so
So you're really playing the I hope there's a caution game.
yep. Just gonna keep praying for cautions and sit up here and take tires when tires are actually needed.
Honestly, I completely respect that because I'd probably be doing the same thing right now.
Fair enough.
Well, do you have anything else you'd like to say before I bring you back up there to your team channel?
Uh, nope. Just shout out the guy who created my paint scheme.
Well, thank you for your time and enjoy.
All right, you too.
James Morvant, the current leader, alongside Stephen Gilbert. Still not used to his name. So the first lead change of the race. Let's take a look at some of the race analysis right now. 144, that's the wrong one. Race recap. 2 cautions for 6 laps. Leader James Morvant. And lap 16 of 134. So far James has only led the last 2 laps. About to lead a third, his third lap. Once we go green, so pace car taking a little left onto pit road. James can go green whenever in the restart zone, and the green flag waves. Holy jumping! Nick Norris was out of lane. I wonder how race control's gonna handle that one. James already off to a hot lead. Holy crap, he's on fire! Look at him go! Looking a little bit deeper into the field, around the top 5. Now top 15 range. Oh, they're 3 wide up there. I don't know how these guys are scaring me. Now on the broadcaster, 3 wide up there again. Still, what is happening? Oh. One of them is Grant. We saw him wreck earlier. If that was a voice crack on the microphone, I'm so sorry. There they go. That bottom line's really working for most. A lot of these guys playing it very, very, very cautious right now. These guys coming really close to making a heavy amount of contact with these guys, but honestly, as a racer, I'd be a little concerned with some of the moves these guys make. That's just kind of my personal opinion on it. There's Tyler Autry side by side with the 50 of Christopher Green, battling for the 10th place spot. Looking a little bit deeper into the field, there's Cohen Haas and whatnot. There's right there, there's Mitchell Sundstrom. There he goes. .22 of 134. 22 down, 114 to go. Well, he set up my chair for this one. This is getting, honestly, pretty spaced out. At times, I should say. There's Kyle Purcell. A guy who's won several races. There's Grant McDonald going to the low side, trying to pass Kyle Purcell. It's not so successful right now. A drag race between these two going into one. McDonald has it in one. But Kyle has the more momentum on the outside right now. Oh, the gap's getting close quick. There's Kyle taking it back. Single filed out. And nearly taps the wall. Doesn't, though. In the tri-oval. Let's go take a look at the battle for the lead right now. These guys showing off their skills up here. James has led 11 laps. He's currently first place. But Timothy Rainey Lewis, a guy who's really, holy crap, look at Sean Purcell getting a run. It was working, it looked like. From that very specific camera angle right there, it looked like it was working mega. Hey, here's Timothy. Uh-oh. Timothy Rainey Lewis trying to make the pass. And nearly in enough draft to slingshot around him. But they're running basically the exact same line right now. At roughly the exact same speed. And Timothy Ray Lewis gaining some time. How long will that last? I don't know. James still holding on for dear life as he's in the lead, as he hopes another caution comes out. On board with Sean Purcell in a 74. Back and forth battle for the lead. You can see it up there. Sean's won 2 races this year. Maybe more. That's just what the Sim Racer Hub app says. And a caution comes out. Oh no, what happened? Zach Bardo. Let's take a look. Thank you for transitioning to the replay. Let's see, this is what brings out the caution. Oh! Oh, man. Just squeezes Phil. Ever so slightly. And it absolutely backfired on him, too. Howdy, howdy,
My problem
Sean.
is, oh hey,
Sorry for interrupting you there. I didn't know you were
no, you're
talking
good.
to me. Well, from how it looked from one specific camera angle for a little bit, it looked like you were sailing. How's the car feel right now?
It feels good, except there's wind. There's 20 miles an hour of wind pushing us into the outside wall out of two, so it's almost impossible to drive that corner. So it's really hard to pass right now. But my real issue is, the caution is very badly timed for everybody that pit that last time, because these guys were going to have to pit very soon, and they would have been screwed. And we were in good condition, but so I gave up some track position for nothing. But it's not the end of the world. Still close to the front.
Well, currently you are up. I gotta see. Actually, I can't right
I
now.
was plus 20 means today.
Yeah, earlier when you were in the field, I turned on the gain feature with the new timing tower, and it said you were up 12 spots. So how did that make you feel
Oh,
towards
up
the start
12
of the
spots.
race?
I qualified really bad because I didn't practice at all, but I'm feeling confident actually. Oh boy, a lot of people seem to have not taken tires here. This should be
Uh,
interesting.
and if I'm correct, you did win last week at New Hampshire, correct?
No, Kyle did.
I knew it was one of you two.
Yeah, that's his kind of track. Definitely not my kind of track, unfortunately. I won at Gateway last round, but I could really use a win today.
What would it mean
Me
if
and
you
the
came away with the
Rebels,
win?
me and the Rebel do not get along.
Honestly, that is honestly so respectable. I am terrible at that track.
I just can't road course race. It's bad, so I need to make my buffer bigger than the 20 points I have going into today. So I'm feeling confident about my pace. It's just hopefully I don't get burned on strategy with the way these cautions fall. Like that last one was just, this current one really, really hurt me because we were good to just take green flag stops with tires to the end, but now I'm behind some fast people that are going to be on equal strategy with me now, and some slower people that we're going to have to fight through. So look for me to be trying to rip the top again in 3 and 4 to get some positions made up here.
Well, it was nice, being that fast. But do you have anything else you'd like to say before I bring you back down to tag?
Not too much other than I'm enjoying this longer race because it's making us think about strategy a bit more than usual. So hopefully we can get some green flag pit stops in and see how it really plays out.
Alrighty, well, Sean, thank you for your time and best of luck to you.
Thank you.
Sean Purcell, driver of the 74 that we had just interviewed. I didn't realize there was 20-mile-per-hour wind, but right now we can quickly take a look at the weather. And he was not kidding. Northeast, 20 miles an hour. That is the direction towards the wall. 3 and 4 right there. Whew. Oh man, that's a bit rough. But James back in the lead. Kyle Purcell in second. Who's gonna get the better restart? Here as we go green. Back at Kansas Speedway. Oh, you know what? Just a little bit of fun. Let's crank it up. That was crank it up. Honestly, not too bad of one. I'm not gonna lie. There's Christopher Green. There's Desmond Hayne. I'm surprised I actually even got that right. There's Grant McDonald. Just outside the top 10. Trying to, make all that up. As we see Grant McDonald holding on to those positions right here. See, look out back as he barely clears Christopher. Got Preston following him though, and the caution comes out. Oh man! Oh, what a view! What a view of the car sideways! That's Tyler Autry. Oh, that was actually kind of cool. That was surprisingly cool. Let's see what happened. Oh, it's these two having the battle of their lives again. Oh! And we saw Grant just sneak on by from that. From the rear view of the camera. Sean was slowing his way and just had to react and... Ooh. Surprised he doesn't get hit right here. Now let's go ride in car on the roll bar. Hold on, he wrecks again though. I think it's the aero damage. What happened here? Oh no, oh no, oh no! Tyler Autry having a rough day. Ouch. Let's go interview Nick Norris. Howdy,
Okay.
Nick.
Oh, howdy.
How's it going?
Terrible.
Well, from what I'm hearing, this is an extremely tough track for basically everybody, so you're not alone there.
Yeah, it's just my iRacing is having a lot of problems right now. My frame rate is about 40 below what it should be, and then 60 below what it should be when actually racing. So I'm having a lot of trouble, but it's still driving.
What would you say is the biggest concern right now, other than your iRacing bug?
Probably tire wear. I've never been too good at being a long run kind of guy. I'm trying to adjust to it, so yeah, tire wear for me.
Now, with these cautions kind of being spread out, kind of like they are right now, what's the big ordeal happening right now with these cautions?
I'm not too sure. I mean, people are trying to get their positions, but it's a long race. We've got 94 laps to go. I think it's just going to take some patience, and we might see some green flag runs.
100%. Well, sorry for the short interview. I was kind of caught up on how interesting that wreck was.
No worries.
But do you have anything else you'd like to say before I bring you back down to tag?
Have a wonderful day, and thank you for what you do, Austin.
Yep, of course. Hope you get your stuff fixed.
Yeah, I will by tomorrow. Thank you.
Yep. Have fun.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Nick Norris for Taggy Racing. Shorter interview there because I was too much time on the replay. Oopsies. I'll make it up to you, Nick. Don't worry about it. But these guys are ready to go back green for the 5th time today. And maybe, just maybe, get a couple of green flag runs, as Nick Norris said. Pace car takes a left turn onto pit road. My phone's falling down. Green flag. James Morvant still in the lead. That was a rough restart. Here comes Kyle Purcell. Taking a look at James Morvant, led 25 laps, currently first. Still. But here comes Kyle, knocking on the door. Feel back all crumpled up together. Nothing too crazy going on. And, oh, looked like Desmond Haynes slows down just a tiny bit. Look at them, 3 wide. Oh! Oh, Nick Norris! Oh, my God! Oh! Where's the medic? We need a medic! We need a medic! That... Oh, my God! He's hurting in there! He can't... He won't move! He's hurting, not Nick! Nick! Oh... Oh, my gosh! That was deadly! It was all just from a... Oh, my! Oh. Dude, oh, my gosh. Dude, that's the deadliest wreck I've ever seen in GFI Cup Series history. Oh, my gosh. Dude. Dude, that was... Oh, man. This is on board of Nick Norris. Oh my God! Oh man. What the heck just happened? Dude, I'm so... Oh my. Oh. Dude, I hope Nick's okay. This was the most ugliest lick I've ever seen. Oh. Oh my God. Oh. One more time. This time from cockpit view. Here's Nick Norris. Look at the rear view. Oh, overcorrected. Oh my gosh. I can't tell if that's him shaking due to the pain. Oh my gosh. That was scary. Never thought I would see a wreck like that. I think Nick needs to go to the hospital. Let alone that infield care center at least. I have to shoot a quick email real quick. Just give me a second. I hope you don't hear this. If you do, oh well. It'll be alright. Wow, man. Wow, wee zowie. That was scary. Surprised. Why am I recording? I don't know what button it is. I forgot what button I binded that record to. I might have said something like on my numpad or something. That way I'm not. Actually, I can't do my numpad. I have keybinds for a soundboard there. I don't think you guys want to hear that, so. But without further ado, just want to make sure it's actually on my microphone and not soundboard. That would have been bad. I clicked one wrong button. I closed the soundboard, but sometimes, soundboards glitch. But hey, whatever. Pace car taking a left turn down pit lane, or to go to pit road, I should say. And green flag, and we are back racing. James still in the lead, doing a good job. Now some cushion from Sean's Purcell. Oh, and they're stacking up! And the car I was on blinked out. No caution. And the caution, there it is. Good grief. Lucas Martin involved. Joshua Martin involved. Phil Loon involved. Let's take a look. What happened with Phil here? They stack up in front. Oh! So we're not going to talk about Joshua Martin getting smoked or what? Oh! Oh no, Lucas! Oh! Oh! That's where Joshua Martin got hit. Oh. Oh my God. That is insane. Howdy, Travis. How's it going?
Hey, how's it going?
Well, it's going rough, other than seeing your teammate get absolutely lifted into the infield care center.
Yes.
That was scary. Honestly, I'm not even kidding. That is the craziest wreck I think I've ever seen on the service.
Are you talking about Nick?
Yeah.
Yeah, I seen a little bit of it.
Man, that
Some
was
flying car.
scary. Well, other than being in 17th place, how's the car holding up?
Well, we was gonna have a good run, but we got some damage on these last two wrecks, so we got some repair to do. Hopefully, get some cautions.
What's the current tricky thing about the racetrack in general right now?
Probably coming off to the high line is just not usable, and then people just being overly aggressive. Still got a lot of time left, and people just being over aggressive.
100%. What is the big piece of the racetrack that you kind of have to uncover and, work your way around?
I'd say probably coming out of the corners, it gets a little loose, and then if you hit the apron, you gotta be careful down there, coming back up on the track.
100%. Honestly, I didn't know if you knew this, but Sean had to tell me this. But the wind is pushing you guys up into the wall in 3 and 4.
Yeah, it is pretty insane.
20 miles an hour. I should have checked the weather. I didn't realize it was that bad.
Yeah, it will definitely throw you into the wall if you're not ready for it,
Well,
which sucks, but that's where I like to be at.
oh, 100%. Especially at a track like this where a lot of momentum is on the high side. Well, thanks for the time during the interview. Do you have anything else you'd like to say before I bring you back up to tag?
No, thank you.
Yeah, no problem. Have a great race.
You too.
That's Travis Griffin, 48. And James Morvant still out in the lead. And has been for a good portion of this race. Let's take a look how many laps he's led. 34 laps. And has not stopped leading a lap 35 laps ago. So that's good for him. Good for him and his Red Talon Racing teammates. So he's done a great job. And green flag. And we are back racing. Nearly halfway through the race. James Morvant. Oh my gosh, a dominant performance by him so far. As he continues to lead. Take a look at some gains. Positions. Trenton Brown up 19 spots. Spectacular job. There's Brian Troy as well, who's also at 15 spots. A lot of Chevys in the field with a couple more Toyotas. Nothing too crazy. People are love Chevy though, so I mean I don't blame them. Chevy has gotten the most wins I think this season out of any other manufacturer. There's Zach Bartow. Holding on. There's Kyle Purcell. A lot of close action. There's Tyler Otter. He looks like he got all damage fixed after that slight contact to that outside wall. Most of these guys are single file. Couple are double file or two wide or two. What? Oh, there they go. Oh, there goes Mitch. Ow! Caution comes out. Absolutely smoked Timothy Rainey Lewis. Timothy Rainey Lewis's night might actually be done. Oh, and they're still wrecking. Timothy Rainey Lewis and Cliff Chanel get into it. Cliff, don't tow. You're good, buddy. I think Cliff's good. That caused pandemonium. Let's see how this first initially started. Heavy amounts of contact between the two of those guys. And BAM! Ouch. And then after the caution had already come out, we see this. Oh, Cliff. Oh, Cliff. Save it, brother. Save it. What a save. Woo-hoo-hoo! Dang, Cliff hit him with them drift skills, buddy. Sheesh. All right. Now, what happened after Timothy Rainey Lewis got destroyed? Oh! Got the 2-for-1. 2-for-1 David's Double Mew. Or whatever it is. At whatever restaurant. That looked rough. Howdy, howdy, Zach. How's it going? Hello? Are you muted, Zach? Um. I'll wait till you get your mic fixed. You can be next caution if you get it fixed. I gotta find the team channel now. Here we go. Well, I was gonna interview Zach, but his mic's not working. So we'll just sit here. I'm sure there'll be more cautions, but we have a new leader, Sean Purcell. Ow. That kind of hurt. Race recap so far, that's not the true lead change. There's been 2 lead changes. Leader is currently Sean Purcell, 7 cautions for 21 laps. At 58 of 134. Almost halfway. Still, the race analysis is obviously 134 laps. Second longest race ever in GFI history. Last week, Kyle had a record-breaking day and led 106 of 150 laps. That's 106 miles. So now a couple guys that are laps down ruins Cliff's shot of getting remotely close back to the lead lap. Cliff made up 6 laps just on those cautions alone. And now, green flag, I see Zach. Green flag, Sean Purcell leading us away for his first time in the lead. Now Sean holding on. It's getting a decent lead as it increases. My overlay is lagging. The control panel. Let's take a look at this. Also a record-breaking day for Sean Purcell. Up 14 spots. What a hard charger today. Not off to a bad start at all. A lot of these guys holding on to their positions while trying not to be too aggressive, but also trying to get their positions back at the same time. Trying to stay where they are, then they make the positions without trying to be too aggressive about it, which I feel like we can all really relate to. Will we see a new winner going into the round of 8? Is the main question. And easy does it. And the 27 has to be a little careful. And a little bit of contact from Tyler Roddery and Stephen Gilbert. I almost said Ralph. So I'm so used to saying that. And there's Desmond Hayne. Oh! Brian Troy goes way outside. Or inside, sorry. Thinking this is MLB. Oh, there goes Brian Troy. Takes a hard right turn. Jeez, that was a hard left turn into the grass. No caution. Keeping it green. There's James on the high side. You gotta be careful of that 20-mile-an-hour wind up there. Does it like nothing ever happens. Battle of Purcell's in the lead right now. Oh, I'm gonna get so much hate when I say this in just a couple minutes here. There's Davis going down low. Try to avoid some of the carnage and look to the inside of Zach. Oh boy. This guy's holding on. There's Davis Brown. A lot of these guys holding on for position. Continuing their momentum swing. Davis Brown also trying to hold on to go to the next round of the playoffs. I think he's in the round of 8 right now, but he's not locked. And a lot of momentum down there at the bottom if you are lucky enough to get that momentum. 67 laps down, 67 to go. That's karma for saying that. I just know it is. Yeah, keep it. So Davis Brown started 10th and he's currently in 7th. Or sorry, he started 7th, he's currently in 10th, so he's losing 3 spots from when he started. He won at Talladega at the Manu Forte Crafts 133. And he's been excited to be here every Monday ever since. Into the tri-oval. Tire wear going to be a big factor in the last half of this race. Let's take a little ride on board with Davis Brown, shall we? Can hear really when they're on the throttle. Davis Brown has done an absolute fantastic job this season in the Cup Series. He's looking to keep up his excellent work and come away with a second career win. Going to take a look at the battle for the lead. Or somewhat of a battle. Purcell's battling it out for the lead now. See how long. Oh, there goes Kyle drifting high. Has to deal with that 20-mile-an-hour wind gust. Kind of shoving him up right there. Sean holding on. Kyle behind. And there's Grant. Oh! And there they go. And now they need to make up all the momentum back. Lap traffic in the way. Lap traffic goes high. Now Kyle and Grant trying to march back down to catch right back up with the leader, Sean Purcell. This is out the back of Sean. And there goes Kyle. He's fading fast. Grant makes the pass. See a good battle going on back there. They are fading, and they're fading fast. Those who understand that reference. Now Grant McDonald looking to hopefully march back on up. And Sean goes down pit road. We have another lead change. Grant McDonald takes the lead. Good racing up front. And Steven, I think he was the one that tapped the wall there. Oh, but Kyle on the high side. Look at him go. Oh, it's because he was pitting. Never mind. Oh, man. So Steven trying to get to the lead. But two things, tire wear and lap traffic. But however, Brian Troy is making up time on Kyle, which is hopefully helping Steven. At least that's what Steven's hoping for. Steven won the Echo Park summer race. And now here he is, taking the lead. Three lead changes, which has actually been 4. Yep, there it is. It's updated now. 4 lead changes. And our leader, Steven Gilbert. There's Anthony Alex. Won his first career GFI race in any series at Texas for the Tyler Autry Texas Tango 150, which was actually on My Fox 8. We need to get back on there. I might have to try to reach out to Chris Weaver, see if he still does it. There's Dalton Cleveland, 21 seconds behind James Morvant. A lot of the field's over a lap down, but those guys in the top 5 still have to pit. And car slow in the way. Successfully avoids him. There's Desmond Hayne. Kyle Hayne on that low side. 3 cars on the lead lap. Dalton Cleveland, Christopher Green, and James Morvant. All on the lead lap. I will be shocked if I see 1 car on the lead lap. Because now that is something I have never seen. It's just 1 singular car on the lead lap, at least in GFI. While I'm broadcasting. That I can remember. Anywho. There's James. That just proves how close to you he is to Mitchell Sundstrom, who is already lapped. Ow. Sorry about that. James Morvant. Continuing dominant performance. There's Christopher Green trying to chase him down. Green needs a win to advance to the round of 8 and to successfully lock himself in. And Green takes the lead. That's the 5th lead change of the day. Only 7 total cautions so far. Sorry, 6 lead changes. Green gonna come pit now. Now it'll be up to Dalton Cleveland to pit. Couple cars now getting unlapped. See how fast Christopher Green's pit crew is. And there's Cliff, and now James. Almost 3 wide already. So Cleveland and Green into the pit lane. Here's where the strategies unleash. And the twin brothers back at it for the battle. They do not have enough fuel to make it. Taking a look at Kyle's pit time. He pit on lap 80, so 9 laps ago. It was only a 14-second pit stop, so not long at all. Oh, I turned that off, but okay. So many laps to go. There's Davis Brown. In 1 position less than which he started. And there they go. It's all spread out. 2 Ajax guys together. You see them, that's Grant and Davis. And Green holds onto the car, keeps it off the wall. Catching Anthony Alex. Christopher Green currently 7th after starting 19th, and not a bad performance for him so far. There's Grant, currently 10th, started 3rd. Also not a bad start for him either. He has no team name yet. Dang it. I know Grant does. It's kind of cool that their team names can show up now. There's Anthony Alex, currently 7th. Not doing bad, though. There's Anthony Alex still holding on to P7. But he seems extremely slow. At least it looked like it from that camera angle. Down the back straightaway. And a little miniature slide job by Preston. Nothing too crazy. I don't like that audio glitch that just happened. 9 cars on the lead lap. 7 lead changes. Maybe 8. Let's take a look. 7 lead changes. Kind of figured. Field is getting more and more apart, but here's Christopher Green looking to get up another position. Here's Sean getting around lap traffic. With his brother not too far ahead. Something happened to Phil. That was Phil on the bottom there. 34 laps to go. So Sean trying to gain some time, I should say, on his twin brother. There's James Morvance looking to make a move. Got to be careful with that wind in that corner. There's Kyle Purcell out in the lead by nearly a second. Purcell absolutely whipping a dominating performance out of the exhaust of that car. But he still has to pit one more time, if my calculations are correct. Because once he can manage the fuel save a couple, like just 5 laps, he can make it. James Morvan's catching up. Slowly. Sean needs a caution, though. Let's take a look out the back of Kyle Purcell. Just to show you how big a .729 gap really is. 30 laps to go. Now here he is coming up on lap traffic. This is Kyle. Hear him clutch it in that corner there. That's what that absolute dead silence was in the car. And there goes Kyle up on the way high side. That slows him down a lot. He's in the wall! Oh, man. Now this changes everything. Here comes James, making his Cup Series debut since Daytona. Coming in hot like a missile on ice. Although I don't know how that would entirely work. But Kyle Purcell having a struggle bus. He's back in the wall. James is going to go out and help him. Oh! James skims the wall. What is happening right now? Here comes James on the low side. What a battle for the lead. Ignore the voice crack. What a battle for the lead these guys got. James Morvant. Holy crap, he's getting some time heavy here. James Morvant trying to make a pass. And it's so close. Kyle Purcell has led 35 laps. They touch! They've led the same amount of laps. Something happened with James. He's going to pit. He has a strategy. James has a strategy that could help him possibly win this race, depending on when everyone else pits. .25 laps to go. Now Kyle Purcell pitting in. This means Stephen Gilbert will take the lead, followed by Chris Green and then Davis. This changes a lot to the race right now. Strategy, it's getting interesting. There's Steven catching up to the 44 of Dalton Cleveland. Oh, he's going to blink out. Steven goes down pit road. James Morvan's lapped traffic. in front of Sean, who's also a lap down. Those guys gonna be battling for position. And James Morvan, don't get too aggressive, James. Side by side. James unlaps himself. If Green, Davis, and Gilbert all pit, then James has a high shot of winning this race. Passes a couple more. Green losing some momentum, while James is gaining it. Just fresher tires and better strategy. You already know Davis is going to stay out as long as he possibly can. He's the type of guy to extend field runs as long as possible. Never mind, Davis goes into pit. And that was close. I thought Chris was going to wreck him a little bit. "20 laps to go here from Kansas Speedway." I feel like this could be turned into a super speedway pretty much. Just like Atlanta. Raise the banking. Raising that banking allows you to carry more speed. Now that would be interesting. So Green losing time on James. 2 cars on the lead lap. There's Desmond trying to unlap himself. That way he can start gaining a couple spots. But there's Kyle Purcell, who's also trying to unlap himself for the 3rd place spot. And Chris goes up. Three wide. Now, one thing I was hoping I'd see tonight is not going to happen. A Kansas 2024 spring photo finish. Now that I would love to see. Ugh. 16 to go. I believe Green still has to pit. Let's take a look. Hit at lap 89. He is trying to extend it as long as possible, because Chris is that kind of guy. But, however, does seem like he's burning up a whole lot more than he should be. There's nothing related to the team, but we can look at his lap sled just for fun. He's led 11 laps so far tonight, and counting. So that's a good job for him. And on that high side, Chris Green. Christopher Green. Slowing down, goes on pit road. Now we're going to have a new leader here shortly, depending on how long this pit stop takes. I don't know if he's taking tires or if it's just gas and go. Time severely decreasing. There's Kyle trying to catch up. Not Kyle. Sean needs a spectacular race before he goes into the Roval, as he said road courses are not his strong suit. I feel like that's a lot with majority of the drivers, but you never know, can you? There's a saying, can't knock it till you try. Kyle Purcell trying to gain some time, but I don't know how well that's going to work. Zach Bardo giving some assistance to James with a little bit of some draft. Now these guys are doing what Ricky Bobby and Cal Naughton Jr. like to call a little shaking and bacon. I've lost my mind in the past 2 hours. $11 to go. James in the lead. Taps the wall just with the rear end. Straightens him out a little bit. Now, if I'm correct, Kyle pitted 1 lap later than James. But James just has so much momentum that he's carrying a lot of speed. We could see an upset winner here, folks. James Morvant. Nine laps to go. Still pulling away from both the Purcell brothers. And James Morvant on that inside line. See, these 2 hours have made me lose my mind. Nearly coming close. 8 laps to go. There's Kyle Purcell. Trying to get any type of momentum he can to have the craziest comeback in possibly GFI history, from falling back from 5 seconds back all the way to a win. That would be some Chase Elliott type of thing. Going from 10th to 1st in 2 laps. Time slowly being gained for Kyle, but there it goes, it's decreasing. James Morvant remains out in front. But the question is, how long? What's up, Jack? Where you at tonight, buddy? James Morvant for Red Talon Racing. 5 to go with a 5.6 second lead. Jack, you missed it, man. I threw a little 6-7 in there. earlier. Which immediately followed me sneezing, so I mean. No sign of hope for Kyle. I see. What's your favorite dinner? What's your favorite meal for dinner? And now, James in front by 6+ seconds. In the tri-oval, 2 laps to go here at Kansas Speedway with an upset winner right now. Only remote way Kyle has a shot if a caution comes out before the start-finish line or before the white flag waves. Only remote way, but no one's close enough for that to happen. And the white flag, 1 lap to go for James Morvant. The upset winner, the guy who has not raced in a month, comes out and opens a can of exhaust on these guys. James Morvant comes away with the victory at Kansas. James Morvant is victorious here from Kansas. Led 57 laps, the most of the night. And now for the burnouts for James Morvant. Unofficial results are in. What a day for James Morvant. Now we wait. There's one. Now we wait for the twins.
Hello.
Hello. Well, I can't wait to talk about that. They have until 9:01.
I ran it out of gas during the burnout. That's why I stopped.
So you had just like planned that out perfect.
Uh, no, actually.
Did you like
was,
unintentionally do that?
No, it wasn't unintentional, but it wasn't fully what I planned. My original plan was to pit lap 20 with 20, or not lap 20, but 20 to go, and take No tires. That was the original plan. But then when I realized I couldn't catch them, or I couldn't get past Kyle, I was like, I'm gonna pit earlier. Since them pitting earlier worked a little bit more, I feel like I could probably save in cleaner air. I can save more in cleaner air than they can, and I can probably also push more than they can. So I took the risk, and I used all my right side tires. I have 2 sets of lefts,
Oh my god.
and on that last pit stop I had, my lefts were at 67, 63.
6, 7. Okay, I'm not gonna
All right.
go there.
All
I'm
right.
not gonna go there. I already said it
All
earlier in the
right.
race, and I sneezed.
Uh-huh.
All right. Well, since no one else is here, I guess we'll just jump straight to yours. James, an upset winner. How does it feel?
Oh, feels amazing. I called it earlier in the week. I think I left a comment on a TikTok saying I think I'll win here at Kansas, and someone or whoever owns the page said we'll see. And I guess we saw. So I'll take that. Feels great.
And there's no such thing as being cocky until that cockiness gets you somewhere. And you weren't cocky, and look, you did it.
Yeah, I was pretty confident this week. I was doing a lot of A fixes again, my usual go-to, and I'd say probably one of the fastest cars this week in A fix. I think I'm like top 3 in fastest laps, so I'll take that one too.
Now, this is your second career victory in GFI. Which one is the most important so far?
Uh, this one, to be honest, Richmond was too many cautions. I didn't really think I'd win that one. That one I wasn't really confident in. So this one's definitely more important.
100%. One last question for you here. When did you possibly think? Did you think there's gonna be another caution first and foremost?
I did on my first pit. I thought maybe someone was going to spin out of pit road. I was almost one of those victims. I actually almost spun out of pit road myself. But I thought maybe, just maybe, there was a slim chance we'd go green. And if we did, I felt like I could have won. And we did go green, so I took that one on the chin too.
Now, second most, how much did this race mean to you?
This one meant the most for sure. This one meant a lot because I really like this track. This track's one of my favorites. It's also the best. This is my best track for sure so far. And I haven't been to a lot of tracks, so I think I'm proud to say that Kansas is my favorite track right now.
Well, congratulations on being our upset winner here at Kansas. Do you have anything else you'd like to say, sir?
Shout out Timothy Rainey Lewis. That's all I gotta say.
Well, thank you for your time, and good luck next week.
Thank you.
James Morvent, our winner in tonight's race. Next week is the Charlotte Roval, the new Charlotte with the new 2025 Roval layout. I'm Austin Sheff, your broadcaster, and I will see all of you guys